You're watching The Edward Fowler Show. Now, here's your host, Ed.
Yes, we are live here on youtube.com. Welcome along. We're joined tonight by an amazing singer slash songwriter from London, England, I want to say. It's a pleasure to have this person on. He's going to be chatting all things to do with his upcoming tour, well, headline, I guess, show here in the greatest city in the world, Manchester, UK. Please welcome to the show tonight, the one, the only, Max Sarre. I hope I pronounced that correctly. If not, apologies. Sarre. Wow. I'm jazzing it up for you tonight.
All good. I'm very, very good, thank you. I've had a good day. I was in the studio earlier. I say I was in the studio. I was on a Zoom studio session, finishing off a new song, which I can't tell you anything about yet, but it's gonna come out very soon. I'm very excited. Other than that, I've been super, super busy with music and other like personal life things. So lots going on as always.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you mentioned as well, nice dropping the teaser there. I like that. Exclusive. Which we like to see here on the show. So thing was, we do love teasers, and I'm sure when it's ready to be released, it'll be over your social media, it'll be over your website as well. But I want to ask you as well, before we get into that dropping news, how was the other night? 'Cause I know you did kind of an interactive call with some of your fans, and people were loving that. So what made you to, I guess, do that? What made you do that? Because it's very good, because not many artists do that interaction, very, connection, one-on-one basis. So what made you do that?
Well, yeah, like I generally see, I mean, some of the bigger artists don't do it, but I've seen a lot of like some smaller artists do it. I don't know if you know like Henry Moody or Ben Ellis, like they're always doing that kind of stuff. So I wanted to do it because I wanted to make them like very special. A place for like my top fans to get some exclusive insights into like what my next music plans are, or maybe I might play them like an unreleased song that no one else has heard. So just to like show more things and more sides to the Sarre kind of music community. But it was really good. I did a giveaway, so three people won a poster, someone won a t-shirt. So only people on the Zoom got the chance to win one of those. And it was really fun. I actually teased my next single, so those of them that were there know that this is coming, but I can't talk about it on here. Yeah.
We're going to try our best to. But anyway, let's say hello to the chat room as well. We've got Zay, who is tuning in live on the chat room, saying hi, Max. So it's nice having Zay, and thank you, Zay, as well, for the subscribe. I mentioned a few minutes ago before we came live tonight that thank you so much for the subscribe. Hope you like the content, hope you like the chat, and we will try and answer any questions as well. Of course, if you have any, you can drop it in the live chat, and we will try and ask those to Max as we speak. I do want to put a disclaimer, Max, as well, because I was sent a picture to use to promote you on my social media. However, when I was going to use that picture, it didn't really go with my promotional material, so that's why I used that other picture. So my apologies to you and your team. It wasn't that I didn't like the picture. It was a great picture. It's just that it didn't go with my promotional, so I do apologize.
No worries, all good. I was thinking I might drop a message in one of the fan chats and say come and join, and I'll send them the link right now.
Yeah, feel free to. I have dropped it in my Instagram as well if you want to share that, if you want to, but it's entirely to you. As you're doing that as well, we will mention as well that you've had an incredible 2025 so far, and we will talk in a few moments about your headline show here in the greatest city in the world, because it truly is, ladies and gents. If you've never been to Manchester, UK before, then come up here this coming. We're going to show right now on the screen the lovely picture when you come to Manchester on November the 8th at the Eagle Inn, to show people that this is the greatest city for music, for the best atmosphere. The best is all here in Manchester, not in London, not in Birmingham, not in Glasgow, but right here in good old Manchester. So tell me about what made you to come and choose Manchester to host this headline show, and how that all starts, and tell us about some of the amazing artists you are going to be helping you on the night.
Yeah, so I am so excited about this Manchester show. I've actually never played in Manchester before. So that part is really exciting in itself. I did my London headline show at the end of March, and that was like the best night of my life. You know, I'm kind of right at the start of something big here, and so it's just really exciting this stage of like growing every couple weeks and like playing as many shows as I can. So it was kind of like a no-brainer to me that the next city I should do my headline is Manchester.
Yeah.
That's what you do after London. You go to
Yeah,
Manchester.
exactly. You don't go to Birmingham. You don't go to
No,
Glasgow. You come right here to the
to
best in the
Manchester.
world, better than London, good old Manchester.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm very excited. And I'll tell you some other news in a second. But before that, um, 8th of November, I have made this show like the most special thing I've done so far, like the set list, the exclusive merch, the kind of experience for VIP tickets. We've never done that before, but there'll be like a Q&A,
Love it.
access to sound check, things like that, limited edition items and like goodie bags. So very excited about that. I'm having the incredible Noor Hodder and Holly Rolfe support me. Noor is from LA. We've recently become friends, and he is very talented. I just met him for the first time actually on Friday
Wow.
at the Spencer Sutherland show, so that was really cool in London. And then Holly, I know from Instagram, I've seen her performing lots, and when I did little competition on my Instagram, um, she kind of won. She was like, we watched her videos, we watched her live performances, we thought she was amazing. So we took her on board, and now we are so excited. Really, it's going to be the most interactive, like special show, and there are not many tickets left. So go get them now. The link is in my bio, or just Maxar Manchester online. Another little perk that happened for the Zoom members that came to the call, got a discount code for the Manchester show. So that's another perk for coming to the Zooms. And the other little bit of information I really want to say, because it's so fresh. This is like an exclusive for you, Edward. I literally got the news like even today. So we thought, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
But I have like we've kind of built a little tour around the Manchester show. The Manchester date is like the final date, and everything before is supporting other artists on their own tours in Cardiff, Newcastle, other Manchester shows, London as well. So I'm going to be coming all around for the first time. Shout out to the Newcastle and Cardiff and the Manny fans. So I'll hopefully see you there. More details to come on my socials soon. But they will all be leading up to the grand finale, which is my own headline Manchester show, Saturday, 8th of November, the special one. So I hope to see as many people there as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just typing as we speak. What great news, by the way. Great teasers and
Yeah,
exclusive news. We like it. We like it here on the show.
yeah.
All of it. I love it. Again, this show is not scripted, by the way. I did not know that Max was going to drop that here, and vice versa
There
with
you
any
go.
questions I ask him. So this is what I like.
There we go.
uh, we're going to say hello to the chat room. We've got, of course, we've got Zay, we already mentioned. We've also got Zuya,
Easy.
that's how you pronounce it, and Ellen Owen as well. The
Hey,
girl
what's
who
up,
really loves
everyone?
Stranger Things, and Ellen Owen again saying yay. So welcome everyone to the chat room, and thank you so much for
Welcome
everyone who's
in.
subscribing. You can see our subscriber count is going up there in the top left corner, which we like here on the show. You're helping me out, much appreciated. So, I mean, you mentioned about meeting, Noah for the first time over on in London on Friday. Of course, Holly, you've seen her work on Instagram, etc. So when you came across these two artists, to think these would be great fits for my showcase, my fans in Manchester, what made you, I guess, think they would be perfect for what I'm going to do? If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
out of other amazing artists who you may know on Instagram or from other inspirations you may have, what made those two stand out to you in particular?
Yeah, so I mean, the first time I saw Holly, like it was actually me and a couple members of my team. We were watching her video of her performing one of her songs just on her YouTube. We just like to get a feel for what they might be like
Yeah.
live. And like within the first 30 seconds, I was like, whoa, like just the stage presence, the voice, the song, like the way she was able to tell the story just really stood out to me more than a lot of people, and I just thought like she would be perfect for the show as an opener. So that's kind of why I went with Holly. And Noor just encapsulates like everything that I love doing with my music, and like the kind of we're on the same trajectory for like what kind of artist we want to be,
Mm.
I think. So when I listened to his music, when we spoke on DM, and he asked if he could support, as all the other artists did. I had a little review. I looked at like his live performance skills, and I also just saw him on Friday. And now I can say like, yes, I'm really glad I picked Noor. He is going to be an amazing opener for the show as a main support. And he's going to make it a very special interactive set as well. So I know that a lot of Noor fans are coming as well. We can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely indeed. It's gonna be awesome, great night as well. We can't wait for what the atmosphere is gonna be like. I'm glad it's your first time coming to Manchester as well. So I hope you get some time to go around the town, maybe around the city, and get to feel the culture and what the people are like as well. And hopefully you may get I'm hoping you get a fantastic impression of the city, and that you think that you'll come back hopefully every year for a showcase, or
I would
hopefully
love to.
a UK tour perhaps. I'm mentioning Manchester on it each and every time you come. I mean, we got also a question coming in, which is great, which we want. So let's go to the questions here. I don't know if you got the chat room up as well, but we got Ellen Owen says, "What do you think was your I made it moment?" Good question.
That's a nice question. Thank you, Ellen. I tell you what, the truth is, I don't think I've made it yet. I'm still like, I just strive for something so big that I just want to keep building and building and building. That there might be one moment when I do get that, and I'm just like, oh, it was this, you know what I mean? Like no brainer. But right now, I'm like, the thing is, everyone tells me I have made it because I have fans, I have like everything going on, and it's cool, and I got signed, etc. But for me, my personal goal and dream is to be as big as like some of the big pop stars out there. So that will be when I've made it, if it ever happens, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We got another question coming in, thick and fast. We like it here. I think it's Brianna. Here,
Brianna.
yeah, Brianna here at Last Fan says, "Where would be your dream venue to perform at?" Good question as well.
Oof. The O2, I mean, everyone knows this already. O2 Arena in London. I
Of
just
course.
really like, I've been going to that venue since I was like 8 years old. I want to play that venue so badly. I don't even care if it's an opening slot. I just have to play the O2 Arena.
Yeah, absolutely. It will show you've had the opportunity, and show all your friends and family that yes, I've had the opportunity to play at the O2. Great
Literally.
venue, as you say. Of course, it's in London, obviously, because you're from there, so it makes perfect sense
Yeah.
of why you choose that
Yeah.
venue, particularly because it has sentimental value to you as well. Unlike if, for me, for instance, I'd be like either the AO Arena or the new Co-op Live, which is of
Co-op
course the
Live.
biggest. I think it's the biggest arena in the UK with 23,500 seats now. So I think that's the biggest in the UK. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but from what I've heard, it is. So, but I
That's
mean,
a lot of
that's another
people.
good venue to achieve as well in as you're growing. And the reason why I guess you came on my radar is because of the fact that when I saw an advertisement for your upcoming Manchester show, and I thought, and I
Oh,
checked out your profile, and I thought, yes, I like what you're doing, and that's why I reached out to your management team. I didn't actually
right.
expect to get the opportunity to have you on my show tonight, but thank you so much. But
No
when they
worries.
reached out to you about my interest in having you on the show, did you do any research on me to make sure that you like what you saw? I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah, firstly, thank you for reaching out. Yeah, whenever we get like any inquiries about magazine or interview or anything like that, like my team might do their own research in the first place, but I always need to make sure that I know that I'm kind of getting involved with the right company and stuff like that, or right person.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I do some research, just a little
Cool.
Google checkup,
Yeah, yeah. Why not?
or
Why not?
a little Instagram lookup.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I had a look, you look great. I love what you're doing and championing artists of all sizes. So that's really, really cool. Thank you for having me.
No, absolutely. I like having people who are not really well known and helping them out to my little audience. Because you got a big audience compared to me, but even just to feature artists who people might never have heard of and hopefully will become a fan of and go to
Yeah,
your shows and support you. And when you go to
100%.
maybe festivals and hopefully meet other bands which they don't know about, all the singers as well. So just helping
Yeah,
each other out to grow, isn't it? I guess. And you're
exactly.
definitely doing a fantastic job. And the reason why I like you as well is because you're very much personal to your fan base by doing these zooms, doing things different outside the box, and that's what a lot of
Exactly.
artists are missing out on, and not taking the
Oh,
advantage of the
thank you.
21st century with the internet and all of this. And you are, my friend, and it's great to
Thank
see,
you
and
very
keep
much.
doing what you're doing because it's working for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you so
No,
much.
it's the truth. It's the truth. And we're going to go back into the chat room because we want to have this as much of interaction as possible, I guess, if you don't mind. I want to mention as well, we do have a question from the girl who really loves Stranger Things. Who is your idol and why?
Ooh, this is a good question. I mean, I have like a few, but like my most favorite idol is Justin Bieber. Um, because I mean everyone knows that, but like from day one, like he just does everything that I want to do with my music career. Just from like the whole pop star whole image and stuff like that, from like the tours and the like music videos or like the fits, the songs obviously. So that's something that I mean he's just my biggest idol ever. Also shout out to Charlie Puth. He's like my favorite songwriter and singer like ever as well. So yeah.
Love it. Yeah, Charlie Proof. He's amazing. He's doing some, I guess, interesting things now on Instagram. I've seen some of his posts telling us some of the secrets behind some of the biggest songs, which you know and
Yeah.
love, and I guess you can take inspiration from that, maybe giving us some secrets of how you come up with your singles and fantastic songs as well.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go back into the chat room because these questions are coming in thick and fast. I'm blaming myself now. I've opened the floodgates in a good way, so we like
That's
it.
good.
And we've got one coming in about if you could support anyone on tour, who would it be? And
Okay, I really, really want to support Henry Moody on tour. Like he is a massive inspiration to me, and he is going on tour soon. But I don't know if I will get it, but
yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
very, very excited. But him also, I would love to support Charlie on tour. I would love to support maybe like Tate McRae on tour as well. Um, Kian Ducrot as well. That would be awesome.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I want to know, in regards to, of course, this upcoming showcase here in Manchester. I can get the graphic to on the screen there. What can the fans expect from you when they come to Manchester and see you perform? What is your, I guess, track list? Are you gonna throw up
Yeah,
some surprises as
yeah.
well?
Well, they know I like a few surprises, but yeah, the Manchester show, all the headline shows I do are very unique, and you won't get another one like them again. They're all very different. This one, the set list has been rejigged, very different to anything that anyone's heard before. You can expect all of my last EP, So This Is How I Felt, that came out 4th of July. You can hear all five of those songs. Those are all being played, I'll tell you now. But yes, there will be some surprise guests, some of them that you will know very well and love. There will be some special gifts in on the night, like in the auditorium. There will be some other kind of surprises on stage, fit changes, also actually live debuts of songs that aren't out yet or will be out by November 8th. Wink, wink, live for the first time. So that should be pretty cool. And then obviously with the VIP tickets, I'll be doing sound check and a Q&A meet and greet before the show, and after the show you might catch me outside. Wink, wink.
Love it, love it. We do have lots of comments which we like, and apologies if we do miss any. I want to say that's people saying you're killing it. They can't wait
Thank
for
you
the
so
Manchester
much. Who
show.
said that? Who said that?
It was Brianna.
Brianna.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brianna.
We would get into about, I guess, Tyler Johnson saying, is the Max and Ferry joke still going on? By the way, I am the creator of that joke. It's TJ Hill Max.
Wait, Max and Fairy joke's still going on?
Yeah.
No. I don't know. I mean, I still I still know I still know Fairy. I mean, Fairy is the stage name of a girl I know from TikTok. So she she's a live streamer and singer like me. Um, yes, I like Fairy a lot. She's a nice girl, and yes, we're still friends. And what's up?
We've also got a comment saying, manifesting this for you, Max. With a very
Thank
nice
you.
emoji. We've also got saying, this man deserves the world, with a, I think, a
Thank
love
you.
heart with a white strap going through it. Zay says, I love this. It's unique. This is unique. It is indeed.
Thank
So,
you,
yeah.
Zay.
Yeah, I think we're up to date on comments. Feel free to keep sending those in here as well. I mean, we're in August, end of August now. Bank holiday was yesterday as well. Hope you had a good weekend about that. We're now getting into the autumn. Autumn months are coming. September is going to be here next week, and
Yeah.
then we're on the countdown. Basically, just over 2 months before that big show of yours. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be putting pressure on you to get things correct and make things everything's I guess perfect as much as you can control, obviously.
Yeah.
So when you get to Manchester, because when are you coming here? Are you coming the same day? Are you going to come a few days beforehand? And as well, what is, I guess, the first jobs when you walk into the venue on the day? What are you going to be doing, making sure that making sure people obviously can hear you from the front and the back? Because I know some creators and some artists like to make sure that people who are at the front can hear exactly the same as in the back, which is very unique and very good of them to do,
Yeah.
so that they care about each and every person who is
Yeah.
attending the show. What goes through your mind when you do these kind of shows?
Yeah, well, I mean, so the first thing is the London headline show I did in March. That was like my first, what I call like I'd done headlines and I'd sold them out before, but this
Yeah.
was like a whole new level of Max Sarre. So this was a lot of stress, but like it turned out so well. But now that I've done that and I know like how much I need to worry or like work on things time-wise, it's so much easier with Manchester. Like I'm so much more relaxed, but I know how to get everything done perfectly and correctly, if that makes sense, without panicking about things last minute or like whatever. But I've sorted out everything, like the acts are sorted, the band is sorted, like no, let me not say band, let me say the live musicians are sorted. And like the set list is sorted, the merch is being sorted. So I'm kind of like very happy about that. In terms of when I'm coming to Manchester, obviously I'm gonna be like in Manchester a couple times before because of like opening shows. But I will, for the headline show, I will come down like the day before or even 2 days before, like the 6th or the 7th, and I will like go MIA and like stay in like some spa or like hotel or something and just like not use my voice at all. Just like relax and get ready for a big night. And then I'll be there probably till like the evening or even the Sunday evening or Monday. And it'll be cool to like see the city properly and stuff like that. In terms of like sound, it's something that's really, really important to me. Like, there's nothing I can't stand more than going to like a venue and the sound either like destroys your ears because it's so loud, or like the levels aren't right with the bass or the drums or anything like that. It like really bugs me. So I know exactly what I'd want if I went to a show. So I spend like hours before sorting out all the sound checks for the opening acts myself, making sure that the sound levels are right. The mixing and mastering is done all in advance, to be like as perfect live as possible. So yeah, that's kind of how I do it. And then obviously like I interact with the crowd a lot. I might even come into the middle of the crowd and sing a song. Who knows? But yeah, it should be a really, really good show, kind of quality wise, even more so.
Do you think it might outbeat London?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, like, I London was incredible for me, but just naturally, it would have been 8 months later. I've grown as a person.
Yeah.
I know what works more at shows. Like, I've performed way more. I've got even better music. So I've got even more like diehard fans. So yeah,
Yeah.
naturally.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's talk about this as well. We do have Lottie in the chat room. Hello to you. Who do you look up to and why did you start singing?
Okay, so I mean, who do I look up to? I kind of answered already about the Justin Bieber, the Charlie
Yeah.
Puth. But why did I start singing? Although I was really inspired by those people, it just struck me at maybe I was like 8 or 9 or 10 years old. I always just had love for music. My parents put me in like singing class or choir and like piano lessons and flute and all that stuff. So I was quite musical, which is funny because no one else in my family is musical except me.
Interesting.
But yeah, so I did that, and that kind of inspired me to like continue with music. And then when I was about like 13 or 12, and I could actually understand what songs were and like comprehend lyrics and stuff properly, um, it just dawned on me that that's what I want to do. I want to be able to put my feelings into songs, and I want to like make an impact on the world, make people feel seen, sing about the topics that not everyone might sing about, and build a community of like happy and like a positive place
Yeah.
with like loving people, people that support each other, and ultimately build this like awesome community that I get to do what I love and I get to help people around me. So that's kind of why. And then it took me way longer than after I was 12. I was like singing in rock bands and or like pop bands as well, or like weddings, or like live streams, anything. And then it took COVID to happen where I was like, okay, I'm done with school. I'm 18 because I turned 18 in 2020. Um, and I was like, okay, like no one can say anything and I'm home bored. I'm gonna write my first song. So I did. And 25 releases later, here we are.
Here we are, and the rest is history.
The rest is history, and the truth is, I'm only getting started. Like the
Mm.
best is yet to come.
Yep, most definitely indeed. We've also got Jessica in the chat room. Hello to you. Hey, Max, she
Hello.
says. We've also got Zay saying so proud of you, Max, as well.
Thank you, Zay.
Brianna says, what's the best thing about the fandom?
Ooh. Okay, I mean, this is like an obvious answer for me. I've never seen a fandom be more supportive of like anyone ever, in the sense that like anyone, like everyone is just supportive of everyone. It doesn't matter like who you are, where you're from, like what you do, if you're an artist, if you're a painter, like whatever it is, they will support everyone that I love and like support each other. And I don't like you see it in a lot of places, but I don't feel like I see it all the time. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there's a lot of like hate and stuff online, especially, but my fan base is just really sweet. So, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they
nice.
are. They are. Can't argue with that. And we've had many different artists on here, and each fan base is different. And I got to say, yours is very supportive of yours, and they're very much on your side. They are waiting for your next big thing you do. That's through social
Go.
media, through shows, through Zooms, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
They are there, ready and waiting to support you. And I think every time you post and do Zooms, you make their day. And I guess as a creator, that's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, they mean a lot to me. I mean, I wouldn't be here without them, right? So,
Exactly. That's very true. And I
yeah.
got to mention, if you're listening to this on the Apple or Spotify or wherever else you may get your podcast, you're missing out because behind Max is a fantastic. I don't know. Is it like it's a light, obviously, but I mean, what?
Oh,
How would you describe it? I do like it. The
it's a
lightning.
lightning bolt.
Yeah, lightning bolts.
My
Yeah,
my brand, my thing is the lightning bolt. See
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Someone
Absolutely.
got me this at my London show, and they also got me a bracelet with it on as
Oh,
well.
that's cool.
So
That's
I
cool.
kind of like have the lightning bolt everywhere. A lot of these guys put the lightning bolt in their name. You can see Zay's got one in her name.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and this comes on stage with me when I play. So it was in London. You can expect it in Manchester, and look, it like changes color and stuff.
That's very
But
cool.
my thing is blue though, so I like to keep.
Yes. Yes. Well, maybe that's why you like to go on this show, because you've probably seen that most of the graphics and promotionals are all in blue as well. So we got something in common there.
Exactly. Yeah.
We do have as well. We will talk about his social media in just a moment, but let's talk about Ellen, who I know you were typing and you deleted your message, and we've now got you back in the chat room. What song lyric is your favorite in your music? So proud of you, Max, with a lightning bolt emoji, which is quite funny because I think she put that before we started chatting about your background. So I like how we all fit that in there. Segued in.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Like for me, it's like always been this one since I wrote it. So it's part of my song, the second verse of my song called "Bite My Nails." Even I'm like, maybe I'm just being like really like proud of myself, and maybe I'm completely wrong, but in my opinion, like I can't believe I wrote this line. Like I just love it. I get goosebumps. It goes, when I think back all this time trying to perfect this challenge, I realize it's out my hands. And then this bit's like my favorite bit. They say you mature like fine water iron, but I'm the poison at the bottom, left to circle on and on. That's just my favorite line. I feel like it might explain itself, but yeah.
Absolutely, I love it. So before we let you leave, because we did say half an hour and it's gone over half an hour, so apologies. We've got a bit excited here, a little bit. Talk to us about.
Make sure we answer all the questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we just got hi as well from, I want to say, Aja.
Aga, welcome in. How are you?
So where can, I guess, people listening or watching this find you on social media? Because I'm sure people will love to hopefully discover you if they watch this after this live stream. So where can people find you so they can check out your work and hopefully become a fan of yours and come out to Manchester?
Yes. You can find me everywhere under Max Sarre, Max space Sarre. My Instagram is Max Sarre Official, but it comes up Max Sarre everywhere. Yeah, you can go get your tickets now to any of the shows on my site, all the links in my bio. And yeah, music wise, the EP's out now. Los Angeles is out now, my latest single. And I can leak some more news if you like, but there's a lot more music coming. Like obviously this year there's a lot more music coming, but also I will be dropping something this week, so keep a lookout.
We love the teasers.
There might be a new song this week. That was exactly what I said in my Zoom. Another exclusive for the Zoom.
Yeah, so you're missing out, people. If you're in the Zoom, then you need to start joining these Zooms, because you don't know what exclusive news you're going to find out. And so thank you for that as well. You know, we love teasers. He keeps dropping them here. So make sure you check out his social media, and you may see what he decides to drop later this week on this lovely Tuesday evening / afternoon, depending where you're watching or listening to this. It has been a pleasure. Before we let you go, as well, we just found some more comments. We've got proud of you always, so happy, so be a part of the Sarre Nation. I like that one. Very excited as well. Can't wait, says people as well, which is great to see. Before we let this end, we're going to throw up the graphic once again here. Manchester, November the 8th at the Eagle Inn. Be there or you can be squared. Doors open at 7 o'clock. 14 plus, £15. VIPs available. As Max mentioned earlier, tickets are selling fast. There's only a few left, so make sure you get your tickets right now and be there. Part of history in the making, as you mentioned as well. Each of these shows are different from the last. So what you saw in London will be completely different in Manchester as well. He's also going to be, supported by at least these two acts. And as you mentioned as well, some other great surprises on the night as well. Noah, Kodor, and of course Holly will be in attendance as well, which we can't wait to see. And I look forward to seeing collaborations between you guys on the night. And speaking about collaborations, is there anybody you would love to collaborate with in the future? Of course, you mentioned those two big stars you mentioned before. I'm guessing they're on your bucket list, but is anybody else on your bucket list?
Yeah, Well, those two big stars are wishful thinking. That will probably never happen,
Well,
but
never say never. It could
never
happen.
say
Never say
never.
never. You gotta be optimistic, you know.
No, for sure. Yeah, okay, like people who might be a little bit easier, but probably still not that easy. I would love to write with Ben Ellis, Henry Moody, Alfie Jukes. I'd love to write with some other producers like Circuit. That would be awesome. And like Stargate from Sweden. So yeah, let me think if there's anyone else I'm like, whoa, I must write with them. Um,
On the
I
spot
re
question.
Yeah, it is. It is a very on the spot question. I'd love to write with Dua Lipa as well. That would
Dua
be a good
Lipa.
one.
Yeah, why
That
not?
would be a
Yeah, that'd
good
be
one.
good. Yeah.
But I am going into the studio with quite a few writers at the moment. Some of them who have written like some of the biggest hits of recent times. At least UK biggest hits.
Yeah.
So I mean, we don't know what will happen with me, but at least it's a step in the right direction. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we can't wait to see what happens with those exciting content, possibly for your social media and for your, I guess, songs to come. I really can't wait for that. Before we let you go, one more thing. I will give you the floor now to mention anything you would like to mention, which I've not brought up, or anybody in the chat we have not brought up, because you think it's very important to get off your chest. So I will now give you the final thought.
Well, I think I mean, the truth is, I've leaked all the information I could have leaked
Yeah.
already. But what I do want to say is a massive thank you to my Sarre Nation, my Sarrenators, my supporters. Thank you for kind of being on this journey with me the whole way. Like, it still kind of blows my mind. It blows my mum's mind as well. We're like, oh my God, like, how did this even start happening? So thank you so much, guys, endlessly for all the love. I cannot wait to release new music and come on this little tour and play the Manchester show. It's going to be one of a kind. So thank you for sticking by me, and thank you, Edward, for having me on the show. Um, if you ever want me back for a future thing, let me know. I'm here.
Absolutely, I would love to have you back on the show. You know, it'd be great to have you back on the show because you know you're just awesome, and I think you've got an amazing fan base. I think you've got amazing support network around you, and I can't wait to see what you do next. I can't wait to see how the Manchester show goes. I hope everybody in Manchester will come out and support you, and will be delighted.
I've got a question for you.
For me.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You're from Manchester.
I am born and bred.
Seeing you at the Manchester? Are we seeing you on the 8th of November?
Well, you know, if you want me down there at the 8th of November, I'll come down.
Would you like a little invite?
Well, I don't mind. I will come down. I'll come down November the 8th. November the 8th. I'll put in my calendar tonight.
Awesome.
And I will be there.
Guys, we've got someone else on board here.
Why not? We have got, of course, the lovely background. Of course, this is not Manchester. This is Salford Keys, but I mean, it's not too far from Manchester town. You know, from the city centre. So you know, I'll be there. Born and bred, Manchester. You know, not many people can say that. We've got to say as well. We've got a quick comment saying thank you. Hopefully, I can see you live one day, maybe in Cardiff.
Well, actually, I can tell you now when the Cardiff date is if you want that news. Wait a second.
I'm sure Ellen would love to know.
October the 7th.
October the 7th. There you go.
Wait, let me just make sure I'm not. Yeah, October the 7th,
Yeah.
Cardiff. It will be announced like next week.
Right, there you go. Exclusive. Well,
Exclusive.
exclusive here tonight anyway, but I mean, that might be what you've been told on the Zoom exclusive, but it's exclusive publicly outside of that, if it's not been told already. But yeah.
It hasn't been told already.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, exclusive news. That's what we like here on the show. Is, you know, you're bringing all the exclusive here tonight. I love it. So much appreciated to you. Much appreciated to your fan base as well. And my last question to you tonight is, who would you suggest me to contact to come on this show after yourself, Max?
What, another artist?
Yeah, another artist. Yeah, who would you recommend?
Ooh, you should get... Who's someone I really like? Or you should get. Can I look at my phone?
You can go ahead. You can do that.
I'll make it somewhere
While
good.
you do that, Ellen says, booking my calendar out for that day.
Let's go. Okay, we'll see you there. It's gonna be a really good show as well. Um, Or you should. You know who you should get.
Yeah.
So I am opening for this girl on the Saturday, no, Sunday the 28th of September. Her name is Amy Louise. You should get her on. She's from up north, and
Oh,
she's
good.
I think she's like 20 years old, singer-songwriter. She's just embarking on her first UK tour. And I'm opening for her on the London date. So you should get her on, and she can talk about her tour.
Yeah, I will. I'll reach out tonight for sure.
You
So
can
thank
tell
you.
her Max Sarre sent you.
I will. You may not think I will, but I will. Trust me, I will definitely do that. But no, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show tonight. Thank you so much for your time this evening. Thank you
Thank
to
you
your
for having
management
me.
team as well for the opportunity to have you on the show tonight as well. Thank you to all your fans and supporters for tuning in to watch you here tonight. Of course, many of you may have been in the Zoom calls where Max already announced most of this news. But if you weren't, then I'm glad we could provide you a bit of teasers, a bit of news, and a bit of gossip as well, which we like on this show, bring you all that in one go. And as Max said, we bring on many different artists, not just artists, we also bring on a lot of sports people like MMA and bare knuckle fighters as well. Trust me, not my idea. I was just roped into that from
Really?
other people.
So
So
you don't do just artists, you do like the whole shebang.
all shebang. I've
Nice.
had comedians on here before. I do a lot of different variety. I think it's like any topic is off limits, type thing.
Nice.
So more the merrier. But we like having artists on. We like to feature artists as well because it's cool, and you guys are the future in the in the music world, and that's why I want you on the show to spread the love and to spread that you guys are doing an amazing job and you exist, and it's great to support up and comers because I feel like a lot of people just get pushed more and more in the mainstream. Like you keep seeing the same people everywhere, while people like yourself and others who are working really hard to try to get next level are not being given lots of opportunities. So that's what I
Yeah.
try to bring on this show. Successful or not, who knows? But that's what I tried to do. So, but no, it's been an absolute
Thank you
pleasure,
very
Max, and
much.
I will be showing some clips from our chat here this evening over the next few days on my
Cool.
social media. So I will tag you in them and feel free
Great.
to share or not across your social media. But again, I can't wait to have you back on the show, and you're more than welcome to come back.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Thank you to all the fans in the chat. I appreciate that, guys. I'll see you all soon. Shall I
Yes.
just press the leave button or?
You can
Yeah.
do, yes.
All right.
That's not a problem at all.
Bye bye.
Bye
See you
bye.
soon.
See you
Thank
soon.
you.
You're welcome. That was Max here on the show live here on YouTube and across all your favorite social medias, and of course wherever you get your podcasts as well on the audio side of things. If you like the episode, give it a like on youtube.com. Make sure to share the video around. Tell everybody about Max. Tell everybody about this unscripted, uncut, and off the cuff, off the conversation, I guess, which drops news, teasers, news, gossip, whatever you want to call it. We do it all in one go, and a huge thank you again to Max for coming on the show tonight, and thank you to his fan base as well. If you like the content and want to see more of these, I guess, random live streams, which we do with many different guests, musicians, and other sports people, then make sure to smash that subscribe button. It takes 10 seconds or less to do, and I can't wait to hopefully see you again in the next episode, which will be very, very soon. By the way, we do have some other fantastic singers coming on the show. We've got one who has actually been on the show a few years ago who's making his return in a couple of weeks. We've got another fantastic rising artist coming on in a few days or so, so I can't wait to welcome him on the show as well, and that'll be all announced on my social media, which you can find across the bottom of your screen. More active on Instagram than Facebook, and also as well you can follow me on X, but I don't really post on there. But I'm more active on Instagram, and then I just duplicate posts onto Facebook. I should really make my Facebook a bit more I don't know, different, but who knows? Not very good with Facebook, but there you go. But thank you so much for the subscribe. Thank you so much for the lovely comments and the wonderful words, as well for Max and as well for myself. And I truly hope that you all got something from this conversation tonight and got something from this show as well. So thank you again for tuning in, and thank you again for supporting Max, and make sure you come out to Cardiff and Manchester and all these other fantastic events he's got coming up over the next coming months. But until the next episode, which will be in a few days' time, enjoy the rest of your evening or afternoon.